This lesson is primarily offered to help the man who cheated on his wife, fathered a child with his lover, and must now deal with the stressful dynamics of managing his relationship with his wife, his former lover, and his child. The following comments promote mutual respect between the adults involved. Mutual respect is imperative because the way the adults manage their relationships will have a definite impact on how the child grows, learns, and adjusts to his family relationships. Number 1. Honor your wife. If you cheated on your wife, honoring her will go a long way in salvaging your marriage. More specifically, your wife needs to feel like you value her and your marriage above the relationship that produced your outside child. God taught Abram this principle after Hagar, his ex-lover, conceived his child while he was still married to Sarai, Genesis 16:5-6. Later in Scripture, we see how God approved of Abram's decision to honor the desires of his wife in dealing with his ex-lover and his outside child, even though Abram was still concerned about his son, Genesis 21:11-12. Number 2. Monitor the conflict between the women. Even though you should honor the desires of your wife, you should also monitor how your wife and your ex-lover interact with one another, because there will likely be some emotional strain between the two women. When time permits, take time to read Genesis 16:5-6 and pay special attention to the tension between Sarai and Hagar. It illustrates the explosive tension between women when they compete for the affections or attention of a man when a child is involved. Number 3. Encourage mutual respect between the women. Mutual respect is necessary to maintain good working relationships. If you fail to encourage mutual respect between your wife and your ex-lover, you may lose your wife, or your ex-lover may become offended and leave town with your child. In the biblical account, notice how Hagar fled after Sarai offended her, Genesis 16:6. If your ex-lover leaves town with your child, building a good relationship with your child may be very difficult, especially if lies are told about you, for example, saying you don't love your child or you don't want a relationship with your child. Number 4. Demand respect for your marriage. Caution your ex-lover about doing things that could agitate your wife or could harm your marriage. For instance, if your ex-lover annoys your wife with threatening phone calls, you need to step in and let your ex-lover know that her offensive phone calls will not be tolerated. Even if some of the calls are to discuss the child you share, you must still demand respect for your marriage. This is especially important if your ex-lover calls your home during early morning or late night hours that might suggest that your affair with her has not ended. If she respects your marriage enough to honor your request, you should only receive phone calls from her when your child has a genuine need for your intervention. If you fail to establish a boundary like this, and your ex-lover continues to make agitating phone calls that disturb your wife, your marriage may collapse because your wife may interpret the phone calls as evidence that your affair has not ended. Number 5. Be willing to confront your ex-lover. After boundaries are established, be willing to confront your ex-lover if she ignores the new guidelines of your relationship. Express to her the importance of working together in a mutually respectful manner to benefit the child you share. Number 6. Do not neglect your outside child. Your child needs you in many ways, but I will limit my comments to the two I feel are most important. Your financial responsibilities. You should always seek to provide adequate financial support for your child, even if the amount required exceeds the amount established by a court order. So don't limit your financial contribution to the amount ordered by a judge, and never allow your anger or frustration with your ex-lover to cause you to withhold the financial support your child deserves. You have a legal, moral, and biblical responsibility to financially support your child, 1 Timothy 5:8. Your mentoring responsibilities. A child needs more than financial support to grow into a well-adjusted, mature adult. Children need input from their mother and father as they grow from infancy into adulthood. Make sure you spend quality and quantity time with your child. At the appropriate time, you should also talk with your child about drugs, alcohol, teenage pregnancy, gang violence, and the benefits of a good education. And lastly, please share your faith with your child. Faith lessons that children learn from parents may help keep them strong when life seems unfair. Number 7. Guard against emotional manipulation. Some women will attempt to use an outside child as leverage to control their ex-lover's marriage. The odds of this kind of manipulation occurring increases if the ex-lover expected the man to marry her after she became pregnant, but instead, he chose to stay with his wife or selected someone else to marry. If you fit this profile, you need to beware of emotional games your ex-lover may try to play to keep you more intimately involved with her than normally required for ex-lovers to share parenting responsibilities. If you drop your guard, you may become sexually enticed and find yourself in bed with her and making another baby. And if this occurs, your marriage may never recover from the broken trust between you and your wife. Lesson summary: how to cope with the outside child. Number 1, honor your wife. Number 2, monitor the conflict between the women. Number 3, encourage mutual respect between the women. Number 4, demand respect for your marriage. Number 5, be willing to confront your ex-lover. Number 6, do not neglect your outside child. Number 7, guard against emotional manipulation. This marriage success lesson is an excerpt from the book Overcoming Pitfalls to Marriage Success by Dr. David Stevens.